Hi! Today's topic will be all about how to become a momfluencer. The reason that I'm going to be discussing this is that I've actually encountered a lot of new mommies who want to be momfluencers but don't have the basic idea of how to become one or the steps that they need to take to become an official momfluencer. If this is something that is of interest to you, please go ahead and stay tuned. Welcome back. My name is Mommy Kathy, and on my channel I do a lot of unboxing, quick reviews, first impressions. I talk about journaling, diamond painting, and I also try to find ways to help content creators become better at what they do. So for today, our specific target would be the momfluencers. So, ano nga ba ang momfluencer? A momfluencer is actually a mommy influencer who has a strong community of people, most specifically moms who look up to her. So that's the keyword, that who look up to her, meaning if she suggests something, they listen. If she recommends something, they buy. So that's what being a momfluencer is about. So, paano nga ba ako magiging momfluencer, Mommy Kathy? Actually, it's really quite simple. First, of course, you have to have your social media accounts. So you need to set up the relevant social media accounts. For you, it's not necessary for you to create one for each and every single one of your kids. This is something that I see a lot of momfluencers do. And for me, just for me, okay, this is my own point of view, I don't think that's right. We should create accounts for our kids, for them to take over eventually, but not to, kind of sell them to brands. Kasi, unang-una, they're just kids. Let them be kids. As we all know, it's very hard to take photos and videos of kids kasi they're not going to be cooperative. Most of them won't want to smile at the camera in a snap of 1, 2, 3, smile. And then what happens? Nagagalit yung mommies, you get upset kasi the baby does not want to participate. And then, instead na it's a great bonding moment as we, want to portray to the world, it becomes a source of stress. So, create one for yourself and build on yourself. It should be you. You should be the brand, your likes, your preferences, you. Kaya momfluencer. Iba naman yung kidfluencer sa momfluencer. So, it should be you. Have a strong social media presence, and that's always the first step. Naku, paano yan? I don't have a strong following. Having a strong social media presence does not necessarily mean hundreds of thousands of followers. Kasi, I think this is where a lot of people get it wrong. Marami kang engagement, marami kang likes, comments, and all. Yun naman pala, it's because you had the giveaway or you had pa-Gcash. That's not authentic, diba? I mean, I've been through there before. I tried that and I was like, excited ako. Ang daming comment. And then I realized, parang hindi naman legit, diba? Parang, it's so fake. So, I would rather have a few comments, but they're really interested. And these are people who are really interested in what I posted and want to know more. And I would rather have less than 100 likes. But these are all people who actually seriously like the photo enough to like it. That's my point. Kasi if you're relying on your giveaways or best commenter, most engaged of the month, that's all fake. It's not real, diba? Kasi they're just liking, they're just commenting because they want to win the cash or the prizes. Now, is that a bad thing? Hindi naman. But if your entire engagement relies solely on that, then we have a problem, diba? Kasi ibig sabihin, hindi ka talaga legit na momfluencer. You're just really gaming the system. And at the end of the day, eventually, the brand that you're partnering with will realize na, wait lang, parang wala namang dinadalang value sa akin tong person na to. Diba? So, we wanna aim for authentic. It may be a small number. You may lose out to some na who does the same thing. But eventually, the brands will realize, wait, alam mo pag si nag-post, people actually buy. And they say na, oh, I'm buying because you're posting. Or, oh, I'm waiting for your review because I want to know if I should buy it or not. And these are the things that we should all strive for. I personally don't have like a big following. I don't get a lot of engagement. But I am very proud that when I do share something, that when I do recommend something, I have a small group who actually buys based on what I recommend, based on my feedback. And sometimes nakaka-pressure because they would say, hey, do you have a review of this and that? I want to know if I should buy it or not. Diba? So, the pressure is there, but it also feels good because there are people who believe what you say because they know you're not just, saying things in a positive manner dahil you want a partnership with a brand. Of course, we all want partnerships with brands, but you need to be authentic pa rin all the time because eventually, being fake or pretending, people will, wise up to that. People are not, they're not brainless. They will figure out that, parang may something off, diba? Parang 100,000 yung likes niya, pero there's no increase in our sales. There's, nothing there. So, aim for authenticity. So, strong social media presence. Again, strong social media presence. Not following. And then, authenticity in your engagement, in your review. But don't bash naman, syempre. Like, if you didn't like it, it doesn't mean that it's a bad product. It could be, it's just not for you. It's not up to your lifestyle. It's not up to your liking. But there could be others. So, ako, what I do, as a momfluencer, I make sure that I'm careful with the words that I say about certain brands, diba? If I don't like something, and I was asked to review it, chances are I would say something like, fans of so-and-so would definitely go for this. If it's food, and I found it too salty, I would say, people who really love their salt would definitely love to try this. Diba? I'm not saying that I love it, so I'm not being fake. But I'm saying, I'm highlighting a certain feature that other people could relate to. And they would know na, hindi siya masyadong type ni Kathy. But, ako mahilig ako sa maalat eh. So, I'm gonna go try it out, diba? Kasi again, just because it don't like it, doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. Okay? So, hindi porket hindi mo type, masama na. So, always find a way to present things in a more positive and kinder note. And this is something that I also had to learn. Kasi before, if I didn't like it, hindi masarap. I don't like it, yeah. Very negative, diba? As a momfluencer, we want to teach our community, the kids that may be watching us, that there's a way to say, I don't like you, in a better way. Hindi ka pa like, I don't like you. No, it's not like that. Remember, a momfluencer, you are held to a higher standard. We are held to a higher standard. And we always need to be mindful of the things that we say. So, one, gusto mo mapansin, have a strong social media presence. Gusto mo ng mga followers na totoo, then maging totoo ka din. Three, when you don't like something, find a better way or a kinder way to present it to your audience. Okay? You're not being plastic, you're not pretending, but there's no need to be harsh or to be mean about it. Fourth, and this may be a sensitive topic for some. As a momfluencer, there's a certain look, there's a certain feel that most brands would go for. Now, syempre, alam naman natin namang may hot mamas. What if you are one? That's up to you. But for most momfluencers, there is a certain kind of niche or look that brands would go for. So, may mga bagay that we should not post, that we should not be posting about, talking about publicly, if you're aiming to become a momfluencer. Religion, politics. Pero you can talk about if you're, teaching people how to be wise about it. But if, alam mo yung, singil ng utang and everything, the rants about money, that's just no. Kasi, sabi nga, the world is already a dark, dreary place. Add some light to it. And as a mom, gusto mo ba talagang ituro sa kids mo yung negativity? Diba? Hindi. So, ganun din yon. What you want to teach your kids is what you want to also present to the public and to your potential audience. So, that's what we always think of. We're not being plastic. We're not being perfect. Because none of us are. But, we have to choose wisely what we share to the world. And there's also a way to share your rants, your negative stories, or toxic moments, but in a better way. Hindi yung gusto mo na magmura, gusto mo na magwala. No, kasi 'di ba? We can't do that with our own kids as well. that's not the ideal way to go about things. So if you're aiming to be a momfluencer, iwas ka din sa mga cuss words in your status, sa mga super toxic na comments, super toxic na feedback, because guess what? Brands actually check. And some brands check 2 years worth of your posts, ha? 2 years. So imagine mo kung like 2 years ago, you're this very negative person, that can actually affect your future as a momfluencer. As in, may ganong brands, they would check 2 years worth of your posts and see if you have anything that may be in disagreement or not in agreement with their principles, with their guidelines, with their culture. So if you're aiming to be a momfluencer, be careful what you post. Sabi nga sa isang ad, think before you click. And I learned this because before I would get so mad and I'd curse, and I learned. That's why I'm sharing it with you guys. I'm not saying, oh, I'm perfect. No, I committed all of these mistakes. So I'm telling you how you can do better than I did. Para you won't have these, problems na agad. And then the last one is give back. What does that mean? I want to be a momfluencer. Don't give back. Follow other momfluencers who you may be admiring. Comment on their posts. Like, share. Why? This builds your network. And as we all know, may mga mommies naman who are good enough to share the love with you. So if they notice you, they notice na, uy, masipag ka naman to engage, authentic. Huwag ka naman yung peke na, love this, love this, love this. Huwag ganon. Be real in giving feedback, comments, and, interactions with other mommy influencers that you admire. And it will go back to you. Give, but don't expect anything in return. Kasi mamaya, sabi ni Cathy, mag-give daw ako. Like ako ng like, comment ako ng comment, tapos wala naman nangyayari. Pag ganun kasi yung magiging goal mo, karma will not be good to you. Kasi alam niya na, may purpose lang pala. So, when I say give back, be authentic about it. Yung sino lang talaga yung gusto mo, yung feel mo na mag-comment, mag-like, kasi may natututunan ka din. Kasi this person is like a ray of sunshine, or feel good, or brings joy to your life. Para hindi ka yung high blood if hindi ka niya napansin. Kasi pwede namang na-overlook niya, or baka na-tsempo, that there's so many people liking and commenting that she wasn't even able to read it na. Okay? Or, after doing it for some time, then say that, hi, I'm blah, blah, blah. I'm actually aspiring to be a momfluencer, and I love your content. I hope that you share more. I'm really learning a lot. Flattery will get you everywhere. That's always something nice to read for someone. And who knows, that might be the start of a good friendship, which eventually will benefit you because, who knows, diba? Mapansin ka ng brands na napapansin siya, tulungan ka niya, willingly, but don't expect anything in return. Para lang, hindi sasama yung loob mo. Okay? But I hope that you found this helpful. If you did, please go ahead, like, comment, share. Let me know if you have questions. I would love to answer them. So just leave your questions as well in the comment box down below. I hope that you did find this useful. Again, this is Mommy Cathy, hoping to improve your life one video at a time. And always remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be real. Bye!